Hey, how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well out there. It's going to be 31 days of Horrortober, day 7. I will be bringing you guys reviews daily from horror films I watched through the month of October. So let's get into day 7, guys. This is another first time watch for me, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on this film. So everyone sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get this started. My choice for day 7 is going to be 1991's The Borrower. This is directed by John McNaughton. He also directed Henry the Portrait of a Serial Killer from '86 and Wild Things from '91. So he's a well-known director there. This stars Radon Chong from Commando, Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. We got Tom Towles from Night of the Living Dead from 1990, and also from Devil's Rejects. So pretty good cast here. Let's get into the plot of this film. This is basically about an alien that gets banished from its planet, and his punishment is to pretty much serve his time on Earth. So he's in human form. They put him as his punishment as well, and he pretty much ends up getting put to Earth, and these two hillbilly hunters stumble across him. They have an altercation with him. One of them is pretty much brutally murdered and his head taken. Before that, pretty much the alien's head explodes, so he needs a head because it will reveal the alien form. So he takes this guy's head, and that is Tom Towles, who he does there. So as he takes his form, he goes into pretty much around town. He gets picked up by this kind of like dingy 80s girl, you know, those 80s girls in the in the 80 horror films, and pretty much learning how to adapt. Light and sound pretty much bother him, so he pretty much throws on some sunglasses, and it's pretty hilarious. As he gets to town, he can only stay in a body for so long, and he starts to pretty much rot. So you'll see like a head explosion. He has to go pretty much decapitate someone else's head and put it back on him. I thought that was real cool and unique. So you'll see him constantly through this film switching bodies, man, and taking their heads, not bodies, but their heads. He puts their head on his actual body. And as he does this, he goes for several people. We got Antonio Fargas playing a homeless guy in this, Huggy Bear himself. So he has an awesome cast. And as he switches bodies through the city, he pretty much he murders these people and then pretty much eats them. And like I said, takes their head to switch. And then you got Radon Chong and her partner. They're pretty much on their own mission. They're after a serial killer who pretty much escaped, and they have a little quarrel there. He gets on the street. He wants some payback for capturing him, so he wants payback on the detective. And you have a police chase back and forth as well in this film as they're trying to track down also this killer. So you got some interesting stuff going on there. So yeah, it pretty much leads to this pretty much is like bizarre situations throughout the film. I thought this film was, and it goes through an ending that was pretty odd as well. I can't get into it, but this ending got me off guard. I kind of wanted a little more from the ending, but oh well, it's still fun. So overall, let's get into my thoughts on the film. It has great practical effects. You have head explosions, gore, pretty much intestines getting ripped out. It's pretty fun, I thought there. It has a great LA setting. It's filmed in LA. You get that setting. I know this film was filmed in '91, but I didn't know that when I was watching it. I thought this was an '80s film because it has an '80s feel to the setting, but now it's an early '90s, which is borderline, but also noticed that. The music is great in this film. It gives you that real, like, kind of like Return of the Living Dead feel in the music. And the alien creatures look really cool. They look like a cross between an alien and like a giant bug. I thought that was real cool too. And this has a lot of humor. This is a horror comedy, but it does pay off with some gore and kills in this, but it does have a lot of humor in it. I laughed a couple times throughout this film. I'd never seen this. Let's get into my thoughts. I'm going to give it the Undead approval. I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I got to see this one. It's just one of those I saw back in the day in the VHS store but never got to it, and it's a pretty fun one, man, right up my alley. So this is going to be 1991's The Borrower. Really had fun with this. So I could see myself revisiting this one as well. And that's going to be my review for day 7. Hope everyone's having a great week there. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Hit a like, comment, subscribe. This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Keep it horror. Peace.
Thanks to Warlock and Hellraiser, the horror genre is hot again.
Isn't that something?
Now, from the critically acclaimed director of Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, comes The Borrower, a new kind of horror film.
There ain't nobody gonna believe this.
An alien serial killer from another universe comes to Earth.
Who are we? Weird. It's a monster.
And Ray Don Chong is the detective who must find him.
Oh my God.
Not since Reanimator has there been such a movie. The Borrower, the ultimate head trip.